Are you looking to start your very own internet radio station or radio network? Do you need a reliable, high-bandwidth, dedicated server? ReliaStream offers some of the lowest rates on the web. ReliaStream supports Shoutcast, Icecast, and iTunes radio broadcasting. We are so confident you will love our services. We even offer a free 15-day trial. You will also enjoy our free top-rated customer service, free live support, and low-cost dedicated servers. Visit www.reliastream.com. That's reliastream.com to get started.
You're tuned in to Rebooting Liberty.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-696-1030. Again, 800-696-1030. That's 800-696-1030. 800-696-1030.
Joe had huge problems with the IRS.
I knew it was coming. I hadn't filed taxes since 1990.
All the IRS letters coming in added up to a nightmare.
To get up to like $68,000. My heart started beating fast. It's like, there's no way, man. I mean, I ain't going to be able to do this.
Then they stopped his paycheck.
So that's when I started making phone calls and found U.S. Tax Shield.
U.S. Tax Shield went to work immediately.
They just took the bull by the horns. What blew my mind is he called the IRS right then and there.
So why is U.S. Tax Shield A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau? Joe knows.
They saved me a ridiculous amount of money.
If you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state, choose the company Joe chose, U.S. Tax Shield.
It was the best decision I made. U.S. Tax Shield is the way to go. Life is good. Thank you, Lord.
Call 800-471-3287.
U.S. Tax Shield. Boo-rah. Yes.
800-471-3287. 800-471-3287.
K98 Talk is expanding its lineup for 2015. This means we're expanding our advertising base. Whether you're a startup trying to push through to the next level or an established business trying to supplement your advertising budget, web-based advertising is a solid investment. Thanks to Talk's newest partnership with TuneIn Radio and instant access to our sister station, K98 FM, we give you worldwide access at a reasonable cost. Interested parties should email us at advertise@k98talk.org. K98talk.com, a leader in internet radio. So grab your seatbelts and take the ride of your life on K98talk.com.
Intergalactic planetary.
Welcome to the podcast you've always wanted. It's The Right Angle with Bill and Leslie.
Well, now, good evening, everybody. This is a very spooky episode of The Right Angle with Bill and Leslie. I'm Leslie, he's Bill. Hi, Billy.
Hi.
Later tonight, we discuss who hates bacon. And by who, I mean the World Health Organization. Get it, Billy? Who? WHO? Get it? Yes, I know, I'm awesome.
Yeah,
but first,
1 degree of separation.
But first, we must spend some time on Billy's favorite holiday, which I never knew before this week. His favorite holiday is Halloween. And we're going to be sharing how, in part, how polar opposite we are about scary movies. And more importantly, we're going to be sharing some of our best Who Knew trivia ever on this topic. Hit it, Bill.
I love Halloween. It's the greatest holiday in the world. I have absolutely no idea what Halloween was started for. Possibly it was a pagan holiday. Possibly it was the start of fall. Who cares? Who knows? Who cares? I shit you not. I don't give a shit, do you? It's a free candy holiday. Unless you're over 17. Then you gotta go to Jared Fogel's house for the candy.
Oh, that's not nice.
But I digress. From footlongs to getting your foot cut off. You are not a fan of scary movies, as they say.
I'm an anti-fan.
I am a huge fan of scary movies. I love them all. I think that horror movies in general should have their own Academy Awards for visual effects and stuff like that. Of course, that's never going to happen because, of course, we know that CGI trumps practical effects, and that's okay.
Which we both disagree with that.
Yes. For those who don't know, practical effects are effects that are done with not necessarily household items, but things that you could construct yourself. For example, a really great example of a practical effect would be the trench run on the first Star Wars movie, the Death Star trench run on the first Star Wars movie. The way that trench was configured and made by Lucasfilm was, surprisingly, they bought 150 Battlestar, just glued them together on George Lucas's dad's ping pong table.
Fantastic. Ping! Who knew?
Exactly. So there's one right there. So a practical effect is something that you can do with the right amount of skill and the right temperament, and if you're assembling a Battlestar Galactica kit, a shit ton of patience, even if you're doing it backwards and upside down.
Well, I think a more general definition of a practical effect is that it's in 3D. You're photographing, you're videoing something that has been built in real life versus something that has been built in cyberspace on a computer.
That's correct.
Yeah.
A really great example of a practical effect is in one of my favorite horror movies by director Sam Raimi. Some of you may know it, some of you may not know it. I don't really care. Go watch the movie. Why not? Because it's awesome. It's called The Evil Dead, and it created what is called the subgenre of horror movies called the cabin in the woods theme. And it's a theme that's been repeated multiple times by hundreds, possibly thousands of different independent filmmakers, big movie companies like Fox and Miramax and stuff like that. Everybody's tried to emulate it. Sam Raimi created it, and I would say he perfected it. Evil Dead is the scariest fucking movie I have ever seen in my life.
That's saying something.
Up until about the age of 17, I was completely unable to watch the movie Evil Dead from beginning to end. It is a bit schlocky. The rundown of it, without giving too much away, is it's about 5 college kids that are in a cabin out in rural Tennessee, deep backwoods Tennessee, and in the basement of this cabin, they find a book called the Necronomicon.
Go faster, because you're scaring me.
Okay. they find a book in the cabin in the basement called the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, which was excavated from an archaeological dig by the cabin's previous owner, and it basically raises demons that live in the woods.
Okay.
And it's a very good movie. It's a really creepy movie. It's one of the greatest examples of practical effects ever done. The movie took Sam Raimi and his brother and Bruce Campbell, one of the film's titular stars, almost 4.5 years to produce.
Okay, I got to interrupt right now with a who knew. Bing! Who knew? The reason that I know the names Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi, and Bruce Campbell is because that they were all huge figures back in the 90s in the Xena the Warrior Princess series.
They were.
Ted Raimi and Bruce Campbell were very prominent side characters in that series, and I don't know, Sam Raimi.
Who was Bruce Campbell's character
behind the scenes? What?
Who was Bruce Campbell's character?
He was the guy that was kind of the Robin Hood, but I don't remember his name.
Joxer the Mighty.
No, that's Sam. That's Ted.
Oh,
Raimi's
that's Ted Raimi. That's right.
Yeah. What's the other guy's name? God damn it.
Oh, now I don't remember.
All right, so Ted Raimi was Joxer the Mighty, and Bruce Campbell was like kind of the Robin Hood swashbuckling, womanizer, not always effective. He was like the big thief. But anyway, okay.
Was it Autolycus?
Continue.
No, that wasn't Autolycus. I don't remember. But
yes,
anyway,
so yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yep, Xena.
I used to watch that show because I liked I like Kevin Sorbo in that Hercules show.
Love that. Are you kidding? Okay, you want to hear another who knew? Kevin Sorbo's wife follows me on Twitter. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Yes, thank you. Yes, she does.
Not really a who knew, more like a humble brag, but that works.
We got to do what we got to do, Billy. Okay, continue.
So, Evil Dead is a great movie. It's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. All of the effects are entirely practical in it. In fact, the vehicle that they use in the movie and ultimately almost destroy is actually Sam Raimi's car.
This was a tax deduction.
No. He's the vehicle has survived 3 Evil Dead movies. They've used it in every single one.
Aw, that's cute.
In fact, in the reboot of The Evil Dead, which came out in 2013, which was also produced by Raimi and Buffy series creator Joss Whedon, you can actually see Sam Raimi's car in the background. It's actually like it's supposed to be an old junker in the background of the cabin.
Cute.
Yeah, it's a nod to the original movie.
All right, so Evil Dead is your number one.
I would say
movie
it's one of the scariest
from
movies
the dude that doesn't get scared from any scary movies.
Yeah,
right?
I don't. Even when I was a child, my grandparents thought that I was a sociopath. There's something wrong with me because.
Which again, I'm still evaluating this.
Yeah, when I was a child, very few scary movies bugged me. I saw Poltergeist, no problem. Didn't really bother me. I actually thought Poltergeist was kind of funny.
Yeah, not sociopath at all.
You know that scene where the kid is, her head is like turning around and she goes, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell."
Yeah, I know.
I almost died laughing watching that. Like, I thought that was so funny. Because for me, they're just movies, right? Like, they're just, they're movies. They can't hurt you. It's fiction. But the Evil Dead movie, man, just the first and the second one just freaked me the fuck out. I don't know why, but they just did. Them and the remake of The Thing, which came out in 1981 with Kurt Russell. That was a pretty fucked up movie. That movie scared the shit out of me.
Kurt Russell was in that?
Yes. The original, the remake. Very few people know that The Thing with Kurt Russell is actually a remake of a 1951 movie called The Thing from Outer Space.
Ah, bing! Who knew?
Yeah. So do you want to do the who? No,
I want to talk about how I'm